we're going to explain how to easily change your Python version and interpreter in Jupyter Notebook. This is crucial if you're working with multiple projects that require different Python versions or specific packages. There are several ways to achieve this, and we'll cover the most common and user-friendly methods. 1. Using the kernel menu. Jupyter Notebooks use kernels to execute code. Each kernel is associated with a specific Python interpreter. To change your kernel, first open your Jupyter Notebook. Look for the kernel menu at the top. You'll usually see options like Change Kernel. Clicking this will present a list of available kernels. Select the Python version or environment you want to use. If the desired Python version isn't listed, you'll need to install it and add it as a kernel. Steps 2 and 3 describe this. This method is the simplest if you've already set up the different kernels. 2. Installing a specific Python version. If the desired Python version isn't already installed on your system, you need to install it using your system's package manager, like apt on Debian Ubuntu, brew on macOS, or the Python installer on Windows. After installing the desired version, ensure it's accessible in your terminal by typing python3.x, replace x with the version number, and pressing enter. You should see the Python version information displayed, confirming it's working. 3. Adding a new kernel. Using ipykernel. Once you have the Python version installed, you need to make it available to Jupyter Notebook as a kernel. First, install the ipykernel package using pip. Pip install ipykernel. Then use this command to install the kernel. python3.x m ipykernel install. User, name, python3.x. Display name, python3.x. Replace python3.x. With your actual Python version and path, the flash name is a short internal name, while shapa display name is the user-friendly name that will appear in the Jupyter kernel menu. This registers the specific Python version as a kernel that Jupyter can then use. After this, restart your Jupyter Notebook server for the changes to take effect. Now you should see the newly added kernel in the kernel menu. 4. Using Conda environments, recommended. Conda is a powerful package and environment manager. Creating Conda environments is generally the most effective method for managing multiple Python versions and dependencies. First, create a new environment with a specific Python version using conda create nmynv python 3.x. Replace mynv with your environment name and 3.x with the desired version. Activate the environment using conda activate mynv. Then, install ipykernel within the environment. Conda install cconda forge a pykernel. Finally, register the kernel the same way as in step 3, but make sure to activate the conda environment before running the ipykernel install command. The user flag might not be needed when using conda. This offers excellent isolation between projects and avoids conflicts. By following these steps, you can seamlessly switch between different Python versions and environments in your Jupyter Notebook, ensuring your projects run correctly with the necessary dependencies. Remember to replace placeholders like python3.x with your specific version numbers. Using conda environments is strongly recommended for better organization and preventing dependency conflict.